All right, welcome to the Jet Experience. It's been a little while since I've done an intro video in a car, but there's a really good reason for it. Because today, what we are doing is we are riding every water ride in 3 of the major theme parks in the greater LA Orange County area. And those are going to be Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, and the Disneyland Resort, all in one day. There's some rules to this. I'm wearing the most kind of water-resistant, dry-fit clothes I have because while these two will be able to wear a poncho, I am not allowed to wear any type of water-resistant clothing, no ponchos or anything like that. I am going to be as in the front or the most likely to get wet spots of the rides, and I'm not going to change or dry off throughout the entire day. So all I can do is air dry in between each ride. It's the Friday of Memorial Day weekend, so it's the official kickoff to summer. And of course, it's been in the 90s all week, and today it's barely in the 70s and cloudy almost all day. So it's probably going to be a chilly day too. So we're just pulling up to Universal Studios now, which is going to be our first stop. We'll knock out the one ride here, jump on the 5, go down to Knott's and hit the 2 rides they have there, and then jump over to Disneyland Resort for 1 ride each at each of the parks. It's going to be a long and busy day, but join us on this very wet experience. All right, we're just about to the front entrance to head on straight down to the lower lot and get drenched within the first 10 minutes of being here. We're finally down at the lower lot in Jurassic World. It's a 30-minute wait, but we are absolutely going to use express lanes because it's noon and we still have 2 other theme parks to get to. It has warmed up a little bit in the sun, so I'm not so worried about being freezing now, but we'll see after I'm soaking wet. All right, here's our boat, and we're climbing in. We ended up at the middle. It doesn't look too wet right now, but I'm sitting on the very end to catch every little splash. All right, here comes what's going to be the first instance of getting wet today. And here we go.
We have a containment alert. We show multiple containment failures. Repeat, multiple systems failing. Hold all folks in safe zone. Dripping down my face, I can feel it, so, well, I did. All right, that's 1 of 5 done for the day.
All right, well, we're done at Universal. We're hanging out with about 3.7 million of our closest friends on the 101, creeping and crawling towards Knott's right now. Says we'll be there in about an hour, 15 minutes to go all of 27 miles. And so hopefully this will open up a little bit once we get through LA, and then smooth sailings there. We've got the 2 rides at Knott's Berry Farm, and I'll talk about those once we get there. And hopefully we can get through those lines pretty quickly so we can jump over to Disney, because Disney's got an event going on tonight which will close the Disneyland side down early tonight, but California Adventure's open till normal hours basically tonight. So let's get it driving. All right, we are finally in, or at Knott's. We still have to get through the line. It's about 3:15. I'm getting a little nervous on the time because these rides right now are a little bit of a wait, but we will do the best we can to get through as quickly as possible. All right, so it took us about an hour and a half to get from Universal to Knott's. It was like 31 miles, but the 5 didn't even open up until like 6 miles before we exited. No big deal, we've got some time. But so the 2 rides that are at Knott's to ride, the first one we're heading to Calico River Rapids, which says it's a 90-minute wait right now. And then after that, we have to run over to the Timber Mountain Log Ride, which is advertising a 60-minute wait. So hopefully those lines are a little exaggerated so we can get through those and jump over to Disney. All right, we are walking up to Calico River Rapids, and it looks like a very, very big line. All right, we're coming up to it now. Time check, it took actually just about an hour. So 30 minutes less than it said. We're waiting, we're next to load up. All right, cool. Some just fell. All right, we're on our way. Oh, here it goes. I'm gonna get wet quickly. Here we go. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. But this one's gonna be terrible. So far I've been pretty lucky. We've got them all ponchoed up. No ponchos for me. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Oh, now I'm just going straight backwards. There's nothing I can do, so. My feet are getting most of it. Oh, now there's water on the lens. My shorts are getting it too. Oh, we're almost at the end. Oh, that one was close. All right, I think we're probably at the end here because I see a ramp going up. So, yep. All right, that's it. All right, Calico River Rapids is done. I got moderately wet. I didn't get drenched, just a couple where we fell kind of just right and it splashed up and got me mostly in the back. In the shorts a little bit, my bag got more wet than anything. So now we're heading over to Timber Mountain Log Ride. It still says it's about an hour. Hopefully it takes less time like the last one because we still got to run over to Disney real quick. So we're about to get in the line. All right, boat's finally coming up. Waited about an hour 10, and there's my seat right there. For those who didn't see what just happened, the log went down and all the water rushed to the front, and there's a lot of water in here, and my feet just got completely soaked. isn't gonna be good. Oh, I wish you could see what I could see. Oh, the back of the camera is soaked and I am soaked. Declan didn't get wet, he says. Oh man. All right, we're done at Knott's, and the music playing behind me is perfectly fitting because it sounds like race music. Time check, 6 o'clock on the dot. So we have 2 hours until we can't be in Disneyland anymore, which basically means we have like an hour before we really want to get in line. So we got to hurry on over there. So we are rushing our way out of Knott's right now. Just got off Timber Mountain log ride. I got drenched. The water rushed up to my feet, so my shoes are soaked, and I took a full face of water on the drop. So that was fun, but now we have to basically recreate these 2 rides over at Disneyland with Splash Mountain and then Grizzly River Run. All right, we are through the turnstile at Disneyland. As predicted, it is 7:01. So we got 59 minutes to go over and be in line in Splash Mountain, but we're heading there straight there now. It is saying it's a 70-minute wait, so we might not get out of this side until after 8. It'll be getting dark at that point, and then we got to rush over to the other side to hit Grizzly River Run. All right, time check. We waited about 25 minutes instead of the 70 it said.
Be sure to watch your cables. Have a zippity doo-dah ride.
Oh, it got me in the side. Oh no. Uh-oh. Roller coaster! Wall full of water. Oh God, here we go. Nothing to hold on to. Ah, shoot. I got much less wet on that one than the first drop. See how wet I am? Oh, all right. And there we go. All right, well, we just got off Splash Mountain. I got sufficiently wet. Not when I thought I was going to either. The only dry part of me is because this guy was on top of me. So I am completely soaked. I was choking on the ramp up. We got one more ride to get over to do, and we've got plenty of time to do it because that's on the other side. So here we go. All right, we're out of Disneyland and making our way over to California Adventure. But the lines are about 60 feet long because they just kicked everybody out of Disneyland and they're all coming over to this side. All right, we are passing through Carthay's Circle. It is 8:15, I'm rounding. We're coming up on Grizzly Peak, and then right around the corner, Grizzly River Run. It says it's a 10-minute wait. It could have grown in the last couple minutes, with all the Disneyland evacuees coming over here, but we'll see. It probably shouldn't be too big of a line, and this is the ride that I've been most concerned about because I knew it was going to be late, and I'm probably going to get the most wet, so we're in for a cold time. All right, final ride of the night, Grizzly River Run. Still says a 10-minute wait, so I got to put away this expensive not waterproof camera and get something a little more waterproof. All right, we are on the last ride. Once again, they're in ponchos. I am not. So we're getting going, and then once we release, I'll get this running again. I started portraiting. Here we go. We're about to fall. Oh, great.
No, hang on.
Well, at least I've got a nice glisten going.
She said she did a thumbs up. That's a yes?
We missed the geyser.
All right, so that wraps it up. I was a little questioning whether we were gonna actually be able to complete it or not, but 5 water rides and 3 different parks across LA and Orange County. Quick disclaimer, since you would have just seen it, but I haven't seen it yet, the footage on the last ride, Grizzly River Run, might be a little dark, shall we say, because it was nighttime by the time we got on it, and there's not really a whole lot of lights throughout it, and we were on a phone, so it might be kind of dark, but I did not get as wet as I thought. There was the potential for it, because they do have that geyser right after the drop, and it went off right under us, but didn't really erupt. So out of the 5 rides, and of course it's going to vary based on placement where you're sitting and whatnot, was definitely Splash Mountain. Once I went down that little roller coastery ride and then smashed into the wall of water, it just came up and just completely drenched me. But all 5 rides were great. Some of them are very similar to each other, but that is okay because it doesn't make them any less fun. So I hope you liked this video. If so, please give us that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, please be kind and be real and join us on our next experience.